Have you ever noticed how, as you grow older, something quietly shifts within you? The energy you once had to visit friends, attend gatherings, or pop by someone's house just because starts to fade. Maybe you used to be the kind of person who was always out there, visiting people regularly, showing up at every party, staying connected with everyone in your circle. But over time, that sense of urgency begins to change. You start to hesitate before going out. Those spontaneous visits don't seem as important anymore. And you know what? That's completely okay. In fact, it's more than okay. It's natural. In today's video, I want to talk about 6 honest reasons why I've found myself visiting others less often these days. This isn't about becoming distant, cold, or indifferent. It's not about pushing people away or cutting yourself off from the world. Instead, it's about recognizing how our priorities evolve, how relationships mature, and how we begin to value our time and presence differently as we get older. If you've ever felt this way but struggled to explain it, if you've ever wondered whether it's okay to slow down, to say no more often, or to choose peace over obligation, then keep watching. These reflections might help you put words to what you're already feeling. Stick around until the end, because these insights could shift the way you see your relationships and help you feel more at peace with the decisions you're making. Let's dive in. Number 1. Preserving energy for the people who truly matter. As we age, one thing becomes increasingly clear. Our energy is finite. The things we used to do effortlessly, driving across town, engaging in long conversations, attending multiple events in a single day, now take more out of us than they used to. And that's okay. It's not that we lose interest in being with others. Far from it. What changes is our awareness of where we invest our emotional and physical resources. We begin asking ourselves, who really matters to me? In our younger years, being social often meant maintaining appearances, keeping up with a wide circle of casual acquaintances, saying yes more often than not, even when we didn't truly feel like it. But as time passes, our perspective deepens. We stop chasing quantity and start seeking depth. Suddenly, it's no longer about being everywhere. It's about being with the right people, those who bring warmth to your heart, laughter to your home, and comfort to your soul. There's a quiet power in realizing that your time is precious, and that not everyone deserves access to it. Think about the last time you showed up to a gathering out of guilt or obligation. You sat through small talk, smiled politely, and left feeling emotionally drained. Not enriched, not uplifted, just tired. Eventually, many of us reach a turning point. We realize that nurturing a few meaningful connections brings more joy than scattering our attention across dozens of surface-level interactions. Take Martin, for example. He used to feel guilty for declining invitations. He worried that skipping visits would make others think he didn't care. But over time, he noticed something. The people who mattered most didn't require constant contact. Their bond wasn't built on frequency. It was built on trust, respect, and shared history. Instead of spreading himself thin, he chose to focus on the relationships that truly nourished him. And suddenly, being social didn't feel like an obligation. It felt like a gift. Because here's the truth. You don't have to attend every event or meet with everyone to prove you care. Real relationships thrive on mutual understanding, authenticity, and the space to grow. Number 2, protecting your peace from drama and toxicity. Another lesson that comes with time is this. Not all social interactions are worth the toll they take on your peace. There may have been a time when you tolerated gossip, pointless arguments, or negativity, all in the name of staying connected. But as we grow older, we become more selective. Our tolerance for unnecessary stress diminishes. It's not that we stop caring. It's that we finally understand the importance of protecting our mental and emotional well-being. If visiting someone means walking into a room filled with drama, criticism, or tension, you start to ask yourself, why am I putting myself through this? Have you ever left a family dinner feeling emotionally drained? Or attended a gathering only to spend the evening listening to complaints, petty conflicts, or passive-aggressive comments? When you look back, those moments weren't strengthening your relationships. They were draining your energy. And at a certain stage in life, you simply can't afford to waste your time on things that don't serve you. Grace, for instance, used to visit her relatives out of habit, even though every visit left her feeling unappreciated and emotionally exhausted. Finally, she made a decision. She stopped forcing herself into situations that brought her down. Instead, she chose to surround herself with people who uplifted her, who saw her, and who valued her presence without expecting anything in return. Being intentional with your time isn't selfish. It's self-awareness. You are allowed to protect your happiness. You are allowed to walk away from environments that drain you, because the people who truly matter won't expect you to endure negativity just to prove your loyalty. If any of this resonates with you, drop a 2 in the comments below. Let me know you're here. Number 3, finding comfort in your own space. There's something incredibly grounding about being at home. As we get older, we tend to create a sanctuary, a space that feels uniquely ours, a place where we can relax, reflect, and just be, and that sense of comfort becomes more valuable over time. The idea of getting dressed up, driving across town, making small talk, and spending time in someone else's environment just doesn't hold the same appeal it once did. It's not about avoiding people. It's about appreciating the peace your own space brings. When you're younger, there's often a pull to stay busy, chase social events, and constantly be out and about. But eventually, you begin to understand. Sometimes being at home is better. There's a different kind of joy in waking up in your own bed, sipping coffee from your favorite mug, and knowing that your day will unfold exactly how you want it to. No pressure, no expectations, just the simple comfort of living life on your own terms. For some, visiting others means stepping into environments that aren't particularly comfortable. Maybe the space is too loud, too chaotic, or simply unfamiliar. And when your body and mind crave rest, those settings can feel overwhelming. Raymond used to feel guilty for declining invites, but every time he went out, he caught himself checking the clock. The noise, the interruptions, the unfamiliar vibe, it all left him drained, so he decided to stop going out just to be polite. Instead, he started inviting others to come to him, on his terms. And for the first time in a long while, socializing felt enjoyable again. Your home is more than just 4 walls. It's your safe space. It's where you feel secure, surrounded by things that offer comfort and familiarity. Choosing to spend more time there isn't about shutting the world out. It's about honoring the peace that your space provides. Number 4, valuing quality over quantity in relationships. With age comes clarity. True connection isn't about how often you see someone. It's about how deeply you connect when you do. We live in a culture that often equates popularity with success. The more friends you have, the more events you're invited to, the busier your calendar, the more socially fulfilled you're supposed to feel. But as we grow older, we begin to understand that real satisfaction doesn't come from how many people are in your life. It comes from the quality of the relationships you nurture. Superficial friendships start to lose their appeal. You're no longer interested in impressing others or holding on to relationships that don't bring real joy. Real friendships don't need constant contact to remain strong. They're built on understanding, trust, and shared experiences. Evelyn used to feel the pressure to stay connected with everyone, making calls, planning meetings, always trying to stay relevant. But over time, she realized the people who truly cared didn't need constant updates. She began prioritizing the relationships that felt natural ones where she could go weeks or months without talking and still feel that closeness. Choosing quality over quantity doesn't mean isolating yourself. It means investing your energy in the connections that truly lift you up. Because real friendship isn't measured by frequency, it's measured by depth. If you're resonating with this, drop a 4 in the comments. Let's hear from you. Number 5. A shift in priorities and deeper self-reflection. As time goes by, life begins to feel different. You start seeing things through a new lens. The need to constantly be seen, to stay socially active, to follow old routines, it all begins to fade. Instead, your attention turns inward. You start focusing on what brings peace, purpose, and real fulfillment. You understand that your time is limited, and so you begin making decisions that align with what truly matters to you. For many, this means letting go of the pressure to visit others just because it's expected. Instead, you find joy in solitude, in quiet evenings, in rediscovering forgotten hobbies, or simply enjoying the company of loved ones without the rush or the noise. Samuel spent much of his life being highly social, always at events, always meeting people. But as he got older, he discovered that solitude brought him more comfort than he'd ever imagined. He started taking walks, reading books he'd never had time for, and reflecting on what genuinely made him happy. Solitude doesn't equal loneliness. It means owning your time and choosing peace. This shift in priorities isn't about distancing yourself from others. It's about honoring your inner voice and creating a life that feels fulfilling to you. Number 6. Understanding that genuine friendships don't require constant contact. One of the most comforting truths that come with age is realizing that the strongest friendships don't break just because you don't see each other often. When you're young, it can feel like relationships need constant tending, frequent calls, regular visits, endless check-ins. But as you grow older, you begin to see that real bonds are deeper than that. They're built on trust, respect, shared memories, and the quiet understanding that even distance can't erase what's real. Some of the most meaningful relationships are the ones where you can go months, even years, without speaking. Yet the moment you reconnect, it feels like no time has passed at all. Elaine used to carry a sense of guilt about not visiting as often as she used to. She worried her friendships would fade, but what she discovered was quite the opposite. The people who truly mattered didn't make her feel bad for showing up less. They understood that life evolves, and that real friendships don't depend on routine. So many older adults reach a point where they let go of the pressure to visit just because they think they should. Because they know true friendships are grounded in acceptance, support, and the freedom to love without conditions. If someone makes you feel guilty for not being there all the time, maybe it's time to reevaluate whether that relationship is truly meaningful. As we wrap up this video, remember, life changes, priorities shift, and how we connect with others naturally evolves. Whether it's saving energy for meaningful relationships, avoiding unnecessary stress, finding comfort in your own space, valuing depth over quantity, redefining what matters most, or understanding that genuine friendships don't rely on constant contact. All of these are valid, powerful reasons to be more intentional with your time. One of the greatest gifts that come with age is the freedom to live life on your own terms. You no longer feel the need to meet every expectation, maintain superficial ties, or make visits just for appearances. Instead, you begin choosing peace, joy, and connection that feels real to you. That's not being distant, it's being thoughtful. Because the people who truly care about you will understand that love and connection go beyond physical presence. And as you focus on the relationships that truly enrich your life, you'll find that what remains are the ones that give life its deepest meaning. Thank you for joining me today. I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one insight you gained from this video and how you'll apply it in your own life. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any future content. Your support helps me continue sharing stories that inspire, inform, and resonate. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.